Go ahead and close your eyes and notice if the way you sit becomes a very rigid practice, like, okay, now I start. And it just locks into place. Just like, water, standing under a waterfall, let the relaxation just kind of come down the spine and see the length and the lift of the spine more from the secure base that you've created with your legs and your pelvic floor. So making sure that you have enough cushioning under your buttocks or at the knees or sitting up in a chair in a comfortable way that can create this sense of looseness in the muscles of the lower abdomen. That's your transversus muscles and deeper. And that softness and fluidity then can permeate up the stalk of the spine. So your spine, it is like this lotus stalk, and it literally drinks from the nourishment in this pelvic basin. And it's no surprise that the elements of the pelvic basin are earth and water. So when they combine, they create mud, very wet, rich, fertile nutrients. So just see if there's any habit pattern of stiffening the muscles in the pelvic floor, unconsciously stiffening the muscles of the abdomen unconsciously. And start to bring your diaphragmatic breath with your intended focus into the lower and lowest part of your torso. So as the lowest part of the torso begins to embody the elements of earth and water, creating an equal length and lift of the neck spine now. And the upper regions of the spine qualified by the element of space. So even though the neck is a very small physical space, seeing if it can expand out and around into more energetic movement, lengthening. And then everything in between these 2 points of the top and bottom of the torso can just relax. Bring your hands together in Anjali Mudra in front of the heart. Shuklam Bharadharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasanna Vadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantaye. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karevavahe Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahe. Om Shantihi Shantihi Shantihi. Hari Om Tat Sat. Relax the bhavana, the emotional expression on the face. So the accumulations of emotions from the last few hours, just softening them. Start to establish samma vritti, even inhale, even exhale. Light constriction of the throat so that you can hear the breath in Ujjayi pranayama. Ujjayi is just a wonderful thermostat for your mental expression. If your Ujjayi sounds shaky, arrhythmic, staggered, just smoothing out the rough edges. Good. With your next inhalation, take the arms out and up. Interlace the fingers at the top and press the palms away from you, right? Extending the elbows. Try not, again, to overextend in this very delicate region of the thoracic spine. So being more aware, again, of the fluidity of the base of the body, the spaciousness in the neck spine, and then everything relaxing in between. Yeah, there you go. Good. 36 rounds of Kapalbhati, right? If you have any of the contraindications that I've stated before, just breathing in Ujjayi and Samavritti here. Otherwise, forceful exhale, passive inhale with full attention at the soft palate region. So, start when the mind is concentrated. Don't just start and then expect the mind to concentrate along the ride of the 36 breaths. Wait for the right moment to begin. Inhale up the spine. Lightly hold the breath at the soft palate, contract the pelvic floor, and then if you're ready to begin now, begin now. Otherwise, just wait and begin at the appropriate time. Whenever you are finished, take the hands down. Good. Let's just do a few more rounds of pranayama just to relax the mind, relax the nervous system, and any of these subtle knots that build up along the spinal column. So bring your dominant hand into your Vishnu or Mrigi Mudra. Fold down the pointer finger and the middle finger towards the palm and bring that hand towards the face. Your thumb will close one nostril and your ring finger will close the other. Chin is slightly down. Today we'll do Anuloma Ujjayi. Very simply, when we breathe in, we'll breathe in through both nostrils with the attention at the throat, that slight constriction and sound of the breath in Ujjayi. And when we breathe out, we'll close one nostril or the other, breathing out softly through the nostrils, right? Beginning to extend our exhalation, we'll breathe in for 3 and out for 6. So go ahead and take a deep breath in and a longer breath out. Keep both nostrils open. Breathe in for 3 in Ujjayi. Listen to the sound of the breath. Lightly hold the breath at the top. Close the left nostril. Exhale right for 6 seconds. As you exhale, relax, relax, relax. Open both nostrils. Inhale Ujjayi, focusing the mind at the throat center. Lightly hold. Close the right nostril. Exhale left for 6. No more Ujjayi, just very soft breathing out the left nostril. 4, 5, 6. Open both. Inhale Ujjayi. Lightly hold, close the left nostril, exhale right. 5, 6. Open both nostrils, inhale Ujjayi. Lightly hold, close the right, and exhale left. 4, 5, 6. One more round on each side. Open both nostrils. Inhale Ujjayi, 3 seconds. Hold, close the left, exhale right. Open both nostrils. Inhale Ujjayi. Close the right, exhale left. Good. Take the hand down. Relax your breathing. These two pranayamas, Kapalbhati and Anuloma Ujjayi, were the two pranayamas that Krishnamacharya would start most of his practices with. So in the beginning of the asana, doing the pranayama, and at the end as well. So these ones were the chosen ones for how to focus the mind, calm the breath right at the beginning. Good. Now, as you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes and come to stand on your feet. Bring the feet together. Tadasana, mountain pose. Arms down by the sides of the body. Good. Gazing downwards or keeping the eyes closed with the mind deep in the pranasthana in the heart center. Place of prana, place of life force. Start to reestablish samavritti with Ujjayi, even inhale, even exhale. Good. Let's take an inhalation. Take the arms out and up. Interlace the fingers at the top and press the palms up towards the ceiling. Fluid abdomen. As you exhale, separate the fingers and then relax the arms down by the sides of the body again. You can always explore that slight pause at the peak of the inhalation. Antaha Kumbhaka. Inhale. Take the arms out and up. Interlace the fingers at the top. Press up. Good. This time as you exhale, bend the elbows out to the sides and take the hands behind the head. Inhale, fill the tops of the lungs. Feel the sensations there. Exhale, empty completely all the way down to the bottoms of the lungs. Feel the navel moving towards the back body. Inhale, take the palms up. Stretch the arm bones and exhale. Lower the arms while keeping the waist lifted so you have ample space for the abdominal organs. Good. Every time you come back to Tadasana mountain pose, just relax the joints of your body again. Good. Inhale again. Take the arms out and up. Interlace the fingers. Press the palms up. This time gaze forward and exhale, side bend to the right. Parshvabhangi. Good. 2 breaths here. Inhale. Just slightly take that left lung back in space. And exhale, deepen. Good. Shorter inhalation, feeling the neutral nature of the shoulders, and then longer, slower exhalation, right? To be very gentle with the way in which we unbind the knots alongside the left spine. Press into the heel bones. Your next inhalation, rise up. Make sure you don't cut your breath short to follow my cues. Exhale, over towards the left side. About 2 breaths here. Inhaling to open up, deepen into that right lung, and then longer exhalation. Right? Anytime the nervous system stiffens or feels under stress, the muscular activity begins to contract. So that breath is that very important bridge between the two. Your next inhalation, strengthen your leg bones as you rise up. And then as you exhale, relax the arms down by the sides of the body, Tadasana, right? Remember in Tadasana, soft joints so that prana sanchara can happen, the flow of prana from the head to the toes. Good. Now with your next inhalation, go ahead and open your eyes. If your eyes are closed, step your feet a little bit wider than hip width apart, and then bend your knees, take your hands on top of the thighs. Right, we'll start with some akunchana prasarana to open up into any stiffness in the sacral region. Right, it's a standing cat-cow. As you exhale, pull the navel in towards the back spine, round the upper back, drop the head. Use the legs here to draw the navel in, and as you inhale, release the abdomen, broaden through the front of the chest, keep the head neutral, breathing in. Right, more focus on the exhalation. Stronger ujjayi breathing here, especially on that exhale. Good. Continue to move at your pace. 5-second inhale, 5-second exhale, or longer. And then you're welcome to explore pausing in any of the placements of your spine. It can be pausing at the extension, pausing at the flexion, spine rounded, spine drawing forward, seeing where you feel as though you can spend a little bit more time investigating the nature of your physical body with the energetic impulse of prana. Good. Let's do 5 more. As you do these next 5, really see if you can utilize every structure of your body. That includes pulling up the energy from the earth through the feet, all the way up through the thighs and pelvic floor, and then drawing in and up through the abdomen. Right? Make sure that at the exhalations, you really lock the chin in for that Jalandhara Bandha. Good. And then let's take a break. Take your forearms down onto your thighs. Just rest for a moment, right? Whenever we're doing a Kunchana Prasarana, Agnisara practice, just don't stand up right away. Fill the back body with breath. Good. And then slowly bring the hands onto the hips. And then rise up. Come to stand back in Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, sweep the arms behind you. Either hold opposite wrist, opposite elbows, or reverse Namaste, Prishta Anjali. Good. Bring your chin down towards the notch of the throat. Roll the shoulder blades down and back. Step deeply into the heel bones. Good. And then a little bit of back bending as you inhale. Lift from the heart. Open the front of the throat and turn the face up towards the sky. As you exhale, bring the chin back down first. And then shoulders over the hips, belly relaxes. Good. Just 2 or 3 on your own, please. Inhaling, right? The beginning of the opening of the back bend is from above the navel, not below. And exhaling. Whatever is touching the back of your body, using that as a way to increase your awareness. Good. The next time you exhale, relax the arms down by the sides of the body again. Coming back to Tadasana. Now inhale, take the arms out and up. Interlace the fingers, press the palms up, slightly arc the upper back, gaze up. And then exhale, separate the hands, fold all the way down, bend the knees if you need to, coming into Uttanasana. If the fingers are in line with the toes on the ground and the legs are straight, fine. Otherwise, bring the hands onto the shins or anywhere along the legs for more support. Good. Turn the chin inwards towards the notch of the throat. And feel how that decompresses your brainstem region. Good. Longer, deeper exhalations. Your next inhalation, take your hands to the hips, extend out through the spine through Ardha Uttanasana, half lift, and then rise all the way up. As you rise all the way up with your hands firmly on your hips, arc the upper back, and stay here as you exhale. Hold firm. Stay here as you inhale. And then come back to Tadasana as you exhale. Arms down by the sides of the body. Relax all your joints. Feel your heart rate. If the heart rate is beating fast, let the breath go so it can regulate itself. Good. Next inhalation, when you feel ready, reestablish Samavritti and take the arms out and up. Interlace the fingers, press up. Now, as you exhale, bend your knees, coming into Ardha Utkatasana, half squat, or Purna Utkatasana, all the way, deep squat. Good. As you inhale, take your hands down onto the ground, lengthen your legs, Uttanasana. Forward fold. Exhale here. As you inhale, interlace your fingers or take the hands to the hips and rise up. Arc the upper back at the peak of your inhalation. Good, we'll do that again. Exhale, Utkatasana, either halfway down or all the way down. Inhale, release the hands, lengthen the legs, Uttanasana. Exhale here. Inhale, hands to the hips or interlace the fingers as you reach the arms out and up. Rise up through the halfway lift all the way to a slight back bend. And then exhale, head is neutral, sit back down into Utkatasana. If you find the arm variation difficult, hands to the hips, please. Inhale, hands to the ground, lengthen the legs, fold over them, Uttanasana. Exhale here, get closer to your legs. Inhale, hands to the hips, interlace the fingers, extend out and rise up. Slight back bend, good. Last round. Coming back to neutral, exhale, Utkatasana, Ardha or Purna. Take the hands down. Inhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Exhale here. Inhale, interlace the fingers or hands to the hips, rise up. Arc the upper back at the peak. And then exhale, take the arms out and down, Tadasana, mountain pose. Close your eyes, mind to the pranasthana deep in the heart center. Fingers relaxed. As the internal gaze is focusing on the movement of prana, just like we do in a 61-point relaxation practice, just imagining, feeling, sensing, or seeing all the joints illuminated with the light of prana. Good. Start to deepen your breathing again, Samavritti. As you inhale, open your eyes. Remember, you have many bodies, not just physical. Come to step to the middle of the long edge of your mat. As you inhale, take the arms out from the shoulders. Exhale here. At the end of your exhalation, lightly step or hop the feet apart into Trikonasana Sthiti, toes out, heels in. Feet relatively underneath the hands. Good. We'll do some Virabhadrasana variations. Now inhale, take the arms up, interlace the fingers, press the palms away from you. Remember, as you press the palms away, not stressing the mid-back, keeping the lower floating ribs wide so that the diaphragm can rise and fall, expand and contract. Good. Now, your next exhalation, you're going to turn this entire hip complex towards the right side. Right toes will turn to the right, back heel will kick back slightly. As you do that, once you arrive facing the right side, you'll begin to feel whether you feel a little wobbly or uneven. If that's the case, you might want to consider stepping your feet further apart from each other or stepping that back foot a little bit closer towards the front foot. Both of those will enable a firmer base. Good. Now inhale, start to lift from the bottom edge of the sternum, arc the upper back. As you exhale, you'll begin to bend into the front knee, sweep the arms out to the sides, and then all the way forward in front of the shoulders, palms face up in Virabhadrasana. Beautiful. Take your time. As you inhale, you straighten the front leg, sweep the arms back and up into the previous position, arcing the upper back if there's any space there. Good. Let's do that 2 times with your own breath, please. As you exhale, sweep the arms. Really feel the full rotation of the shoulder joint and then the bending of the front knee assisted by the back leg. As you inhale, come back to the previous position with a slight arcing of the upper back. Good. One more. Please don't go to your maximum. Your maximum will always be there. Let it be somewhere in the distance so that you can enjoy being in the pose without any excess aggressive energy. Next exhalation, just stay in Virabhadrasana. If it's difficult to have the arms lifted, consider lifting from the heart rather than the arm bones. Good. Now keeping the front knee bent as you inhale, take the arms out and up, interlace the fingers at the top. Good. Now exhale, you're going to fold all the way down, bring your hands to either side of that right foot. Head comes down. Staying here 2 breaths. Keep using that back foot for full support. Rounding the upper back slightly, creating space in the rhomboids. And that's the very precious space in the back of the energetic heart. Good. Now to rise up, either bring your hands to the hips or interlace the fingers and then rising all the way back up, keeping the front knee bent. Good. Exhale, take your hands behind you. Either interlace the fingers or bring your hands into Prishta Anjali, reverse Namaste. Good. Whatever is touching the back of your body, use it as you inhale to arc the upper back. Gaze up. Now as you exhale, begin to fold forward and bring your right shoulder towards the right inner knee. Head down. Crown of the head towards the ground. Breathing in and out. Again, if this feels difficult, bring your hands down onto the earth to support you. Otherwise, longer exhalations deepen, deepen, deepen into that compression of the hip joint. Good. One more breath. And if you feel uncertain or unstable, rise up now. Use the back leg. Inhale, slowly rise, keeping the bend in the front knee. Arc the upper back. And then as you exhale, bring the hands to the hips. Turn your hips back towards the long edge of your mat in Trikonasana Sthiti. Good. Close your eyes. Relax your breathing now, just like you would in Shavasana. Feel the heart rate. Take time to attend to the inner experience in your asana practice. It makes the movement towards dharana, dhyana, and samadhi, the limbs of the meditative aspect of existence, much easier, much more in tandem with the practice. Good. If you feel ready, if you don't, just wait, rest, and join later. If you feel ready, inhale, take the arms out and up, interlace the fingers, press the palms up. As you exhale now, turn the pelvis all the way to the left so that both hip bones are neutral. They're on the same plane of existence. And if you find yourself there, again, the legs feel uneven or unable to support you for the following movements, then widen the space between your feet or step the back foot forward slightly. Good. Now, strengthen the back leg especially. Inhale, arc the upper back, and just feel that back leg line from the heel all the way up the back to the crown of the head. As you exhale, spin the arms out from the sides towards the front. Front knee bends, palms face forward. Virabhadrasana. As you inhale, reverse the movement. Maybe even considering doing 1 or 2 rounds with the eyes closed. Good. Just continue on your own, please. That third exhalation is when you'll stay. Doesn't have to be a super deep bend. Palms are open in this very soft expression. Good. Whenever you find yourself in Virabhadrasana, I like to connect the sides of my thumbs, sides of the pinkies together, and feel the deep well of the centers of my palms. Good. Now inhale, sweep the arms out and up, interlace the fingers, press up. And then as you exhale, just fold over the left thigh, fingertips to the ground on either side of the foot, head is down completely. So really your chest, abdomen is resting on or towards on that left thigh. One breath. Notice the tendencies to still want to lift the head, let it go. Good. Now use the back leg, hands to the hips or interlace the fingers, rise up. Good. As you exhale, take your hands behind you, hold opposite wrists, opposite elbows. You can interlace the fingers or come into Prishta Anjali, reverse Namaste. Roll the shoulders down and back. Inhale, arc the upper back. And then exhale. It's kind of a diagonal reach of your left shoulder towards the left inner knee. As the head drops, completely gazing between the legs behind you. See, is my samma vritti still intact? Is my mind wandering into the intensity of sensation, which is natural, of course, but can there also be alongside that awareness of breath? Good. Now press into the back foot. Inhale, rise up. And then exhale, slowly turn back to Trikonasana Sthiti, arms down by the sides of the body. Let go of your breath. Good. Heel toe your feet a little bit closer together and then exhale completely, hands to the hips. End of your exhalation, step or lightly hop the feet together in Tadasana. Turn towards the short edge of your mat. Good. Inhale, take the arms out and up. Interlace the fingers, press up. As you exhale, Ardha Utkatasana or Purna Utkatasana. Good. Take your hands behind you. Lay your buttocks on the ground and then spread open into Shavasana. Rest completely, please. The nature of your rest is assisted by the effort of the dynamic movement, and then the effort of the dynamic movement is assisted by the rest. They really just go hand in hand. This is the meaning of Hatha. Ha and Ta, sun and moon. We need both in our practice, throughout the practice, not just at the end or the beginning. Good. Let the breath go completely. Just enjoy, enjoy, enjoy now the movement of your pelvis, slight rocking, the swells of the breath as they rise and fall in your body, the spaciousness in the neck, throat, and head region, and everything in between, very quiet and soft. Even if the physical sensation is not so soft, let the mind, with the focus on the breath, come to a place of more equanimity, balance with whatever is happening within the body right now. Good. Now go ahead and start to deepen your breathing. Back to Samavritti with Ujjayi. Bring your body into Suptasana, limbs together, legs together, arms down by the sides of the body, palms face down. Lift the head, lengthen the back of the neck, and place the head back down on the ground. Good. Toes can point or be flexed, and then inhale, take the arms up overhead, interlace the fingers, press the palms away from you. Tadaka Mudra, pawn gesture as you exhale, empty, empty, empty the abdomen. Feel the low back spine lengthening towards the earth. As you inhale, first relax the muscles of your abdomen and then breathe in. See if you can maintain this 5-5 ratio. Good. Continue. Exhale all the breath out. Now maybe lengthening your exhalation up to 10 seconds. Breathe out, breathe out, breathe out. Empty all the stagnant air out of the bottom lobes of the lungs. And then relax to breathe in. Good. Few more rounds on your own, please. With your breath, you are literally stretching and decompressing your spine. Good. One more. Extend that exhalation for as long as is comfortable. Good. And then go ahead and breathe in. Breathe out completely. Hold the breath out and then roll all the way up to Paschimottanasana, forward fold. Use your hands to help you up if you need to, holding the feet first. You cannot hold the feet, hold the ankles or the shins. As you inhale now, interlace the fingers and then roll back down onto the ground into the previous position. Suptasana with the arms extended overhead. Breathe all the breath out. Breathe out, breathe out, breathe out. Empty completely. At the end of your exhalation, hold the breath out and then roll all the way up back to Paschimottanasana, holding the sides of the legs or sides of the feet. Again, use your hands to help yourself up if you need to. Breathe in, interlace the fingers, and then roll down the spine. At the peak of that inhalation, the arms will extend up overhead. And last time now, breathe all the breath out. Hold the breath out, help yourself up. And now come to reach beyond the feet energetically. Maybe you don't touch the feet, but the feeling is lifting and lengthening the spine beyond the feet, and then lay the hands down wherever they may comfortably reach on the legs, ground, or at and beyond the feet. Head is down, Paschimottanasana. Good. Just start with even inhale, even exhale, please. And with the effort that you made in Tadaka Mudra, you might find it just a natural segue into breathing in for 5 and breathing out up to 10. If you find that you still have this kavach or armor in the back of the body, bend your knees slightly, please. And that will allow the sacrum to relax and back of body to soften. More important here is working with the breath towards mudras. Good. If you are at a comfortable place with this 5-second inhale, 10-second exhale, then only you can start to explore at the end of your exhalation, pulling up the bandhas. So drawing up Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, and your Jalandhara Bandha is already in place. Anywhere from 1 to 5 seconds, and then relax completely, and then breathe in for 5. Otherwise, you stay at this even inhale, even exhale, or longer exhale. 1 minute here, Paschimottanasana, 1 more minute. With or without the bandhas. Beautiful. Go deep internally within the center of your body. If you find that you're gasping for air, go back to the previous step. A shorter breath, slower breath, not so forceful in reaching the goal. There's no goal in Paschimottanasana. It's an infinite progression, as is in every asana. So there's nothing to reach, actually. Every time you reach something, there's something more infinitely beyond that. So letting go of this need and grasping in the asana. Good. Finish the breath that you're on. With your next breath in, interlace the fingers or take the hands by the sides of the hips and rise all the way up, Dandasana. Chin is down, pelvis is broad against the earth, back of the neck spacious. Pratikriya, very important, especially since we spent some time in our Paschimottanasana. Take your hands behind you, fingertips facing the hips. Roll the upper arm bones towards one another. 2 options here, either Purvottanasana, lifting the legs up together with the hips, or Chatuspadam Pittam, your upward facing table, bending the knees. This I recommend for anybody with lower back pain. right? More support as you lift the hips up. So let's do this 3 times in Chatuspadam Pitam or Purvottanasana, inhaling, rising up, and exhaling, lowering down. 2 more times. Inhale to rise, and exhale to lower. Last time. Take your time, please. Beautiful. Your last time, you can soak in the posture for a little bit if you like, or just come down. If you're staying in the posture, just 1 breath. And release. Come back to Dandasana, hands by the sides of the hips, shoulders back. Good. With your next exhalation, take your hands forward, grabbing the right knee, bend the right knee, and then step the right foot to the outside of the left leg. Good. Inhale, take the arms up, interlace the fingers. And then as you exhale, take the arms out from the shoulders and then twist to the right. You can hook your left arm around the right knee and then right fingers behind you. It's a very light touch. We tend to load the weight into the right fingers behind us, and that creates a bit of a diagonal with the spine. Keep the shoulders over the hips. So light pressure of the fingertips to keep the spine erect. Good. Both feet are active. Left toes pointing up to the sky, right foot firmly into the ground. Next exhalation, begin to feel the abdomen pressing against that thigh, and then moving all the way up into the head and the neck, gazing back behind you. Variation of our Matsyendrasana here. Beautiful. For those of you who do practice the bind, you can take your now right arm behind the back, left hand through the hole underneath your right leg, and interlace the fingers. Please don't force it. Twists are just very saturated with prana. So be in a place that is enjoyable. And feeling that deeper stretch into the right outer hip. Now, press down through your left leg to support you as you inhale, unwind, interlace your fingers, press the palms up, and exhale, go ahead and straighten your right leg. Inhale here in Dandasana, and then exhale, take the hands down, hold on to your left knee, bend your left knee, help it to bend, and then step it over towards the outside of the right leg. Good. Firm press of the left foot. Inhale, rise up with the arms, interlace, press up, lengthen the waist, and then exhale, take the arms out to the sides in a T, and then spin the body towards the left, holding anywhere along that left leg as the right fingertips come behind you. Maybe a slight lift of the shoulders, and then as you exhale, drop them down. Feel the left inner thigh really hugging in towards the lower abdomen region. That helps to stabilize the left foot on the earth. And then maybe if the head and neck haven't turned, on the next exhalation, having them turn lightly as well. Eyes can half dim or fully close. A wonderful place now to practice Samikarana Pranayama, the Sushumna breathing, breathing up and down the spine. The currents of energy along Ida and Pingala, lunar and solar pathways alongside the physical spinal column. Good. If you like to bind, you just gently make your way into the bind without any fuss, because it's more of a natural expression rather than a forcing of what you think the posture should be. Maybe if the mind is very quiet, you might even notice the breath becomes very subtle, very quiet. Good. Now stabilize the parts of the legs that are against the ground, and then inhale, slowly unwind as you lift the arms up. You can add an interlace at the top if you like. As you exhale, straighten out that left leg. Inhale to lift and lengthen, and then exhale, roll down the spine all the way onto your back into Suptasana. Good. With your next exhalation, softly bend one knee or the other or both knees into the chest at the same time. Apanasana, wrap the arms around the knees. Good. And then go ahead and slide your hands onto their respective knees. So right hand to right knee, left hand to left knee. And then you're just going to begin to move the knee slightly. So as you exhale, draw the right knee in towards your chest. Turn the head towards the left. As you inhale, just relax back to center. As you exhale, draw the left knee into the chest. Turn the head to the right. And then inhale, just relax back to center. Let's do that one more time on each side, please, at the pace of your own breath now. Good. When you find yourself to come back to center, you step the feet down onto the ground. Just stay there for a breath. Let the lower back stabilize. If you stretch out the legs too soon, there might be some pinching in the lower back, so just wait. Let the muscles in the lower abdominal region soften, and then stretch out the legs for Shavasana. Otherwise, it just takes longer to relax in the laying down position. Good. And get what you need for rest, please, now. No more ujjayi, no more samavriti, just natural breathing as the breath wants to be. Enjoying it, filling and emptying yourself. Maybe a slight movement of the thigh bones to soften them into the hip joints, and movement of the shoulders, head and neck, just making sure that there are no last holding points. Good. Now take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, release into the contact points that are touching the earth. Widen and deepen them. Good. Spread your mind into all of the joints of the body that you can feel right now at the same time. And just let the mind, the quality of mind that is awareness, permeate into this subtle spanda or pulsation of prana at these joints. Some may be more pronounced than others. Just observe. You know, Swami Rama placed a great deal of emphasis on the freedom of the joints as a way for practitioners to connect to prana. And how each of these joints are marma points, or points of energy along the pranamaya kosha, the energetic body. So feeling, sensing, seeing these star-like points of light at all of the joints. The body as a constellation in the infinite sky of awareness. It's a very similar experience why we as human beings love to behold vast landscapes. It's reminiscent, a reminder of our own inner awareness, the spaciousness, the lack of boundaries. That feeling of wonder and awe now within your inner being. Good. Start to wake up now. Wake up, wake up, wake up from this deep reservoir of energy. Shavasana is both relaxing and invigorating. So as you take deeper breaths and wake up the smaller fingers and toes, awakening with this sense of clarity and purpose, of moving deeper into your sadhana. Good. Start to take larger movements now, maybe even stretch the arms up overhead if you like. Good. And then you can roll to the side and come up, or roll straight up to sit. Take your time. Coming into a comfortable seated position, please. Let's bring the hands into Jnana Mudra, the thumb and the pointer finger together in a circle, other three fingers extended, palms face up on the lap. And just for a few moments, attend to the breath at the base of the nostrils, feeling the touch of prana here. Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Just bring your palms together, fingertips underneath the nostrils, feeling the air touching. Namaskar to Prana, the great healer, the great life giver. As you exhale, surrender your body to Mother Earth. All the elements. Inhale to rise. You can bring the palms together if you like and rub the palms, generating heat. And in this final act of care, bring the heat to the eyes. May what I see and what I take in be nourished. Be in Dharma. Good. Slowly coming out now, opening the eyes. Thank you so much. And to this beautiful, vast lineage, namaskar.